The indigenous people of Biafra has allegedly placed some Southeast governors under the death. Yes, they have placed some Southeast governors under the death sentence for yet to be undisclosed reasons. Governor Kese Ikpazu of Abia State, who made the allegation yesterday in Abuja, said he's one of those under the IPOB Fatwa. What do they call it? They call it a Fatwa. Well, he spoke on a day his Imo State counterpart Opus Zodima accused opposition elements of sponsoring the recurring violence across the country for the purpose of discrediting the Buhari administration. Ikpazu speaking an interactive in an interactive section with youth and women under the auspices of the TOS Foundation Youth and Women for Good Governance initiative organized by the Osasu Show television network in Abuja on Thursday nights. Did not say why IPOP wants him and other Southeast governors dead, but said he does not subscribe to the style or strategy of the leader of the group, Nnamdi Kanu. The governor said although some of the issues being raised by Kanu are valid, the strategy leaves much to be desired. People are beginning to think now that some of the issues raised by Nnamdi Kanu, if they are issues of injustice, marginalization, and inequality, any part of society have a right to begin to feel cheated or unwanted, he said. So some of those things which Nnamdi Kanu said are valid. Some of us can see them. We cannot continue to hide behind a finger, but some of us do not subscribe to his style or strategy because I do not understand where he is going and how he's going and when he plans to pull the brakes and what he wants to achieve. If I have a way of conveying my views to the leadership of that group, what I would say is they would find a way to enter into conversation and let people know I am under their fatwa now, and some of my brother governors, they say if you see them, kill them. Okay, he added by the time the war in the kitchen ends, mama's pot of soup would have spilled. There will be no plate to eat and everybody would be hungry, and eventually it will not serve any good purpose. I don't understand their strategy. I don't understand what they want to achieve, and I don't understand why they prefer to attack institutions of civil rule. A lot of people who are apologetic to their strategy do not even know that they are riding the tiger, because if the police and the military withdraw and brigades become the emphasis became the enforcers of law and order, if you have a little quarrel with your brother, how do you resolve it? On how to tackle the insecurity challenge in the country, he said, I would like us to address the insecurity issue in Nigeria hos- holistically. I don't want to look at the insecurity in the southeast as opposed to the one in the northwest or northeast. The problem of insecurity in this country is as a result of the fact that the security administration in admix of our country, which we inherited from the late 60s or early 70s, focuses more on spending on boots on ground, arms and ammunition. That may be good, classically speaking, but if you are fighting as a asymmetric war, which is a war that is faceless, what do is to change the arrangements, and the ratio should be 65% intelligence gathering, research and development, and only 35% for boots on the ground. Because if you have not given intelligence to the boots on ground, who are they going to battle? Uzodima violence aimed of distracting attention. Governor Hope Uzodima, who states Imo has come under attacks from gunmen and arsonists lately, claimed yesterday that the current spate of violence across the country is being sponsored by the opposition for the purpose of discrediting the government. He asked the security and intelligence agencies to expose the brains behind the gale of banditry by publishing their names. Imagine from a meeting with President Buhari at the State House, Abuja, Uzodima told correspondents that the sponsors of the violence were engaging in diabolical version of politicking, which he described as anti-people. He said about 50 suspects have been arrested in connection with the recent attacks on police and correctional facilities in the state, and alleged that those attacks were carried out by a mix of persons from within the state, other southeast states, and non-Igbo. He urged Nigerians not to allow opposition members to destroy the unity and diversity of the country, which he described as a blessing from God and the strength of the nation's unity. He said, I don't say, yes, he said, I don't subscribe to, I don't support any call for secession. I want a united, strong Nigeria. Our strength is in our diversity, and today we are supposed to play a leading role in this continent, he said. So why is it not so? Why is it not so? Uzodima, why is it not so? So does it mean that Abia state governor is alleging that it is the IPOB members that are um, behind the attacks? Because he said he does not know where they are going to, he does not understand the ideology. And who says that you don't understand? You understand perfectly what he's saying. Meanwhile, Governor Hope Uzodinma is saying that they are not the ones behind it. So you are saying if they continue to do this, then who and who is going to be left? So all of you are not making sense. You are just trying to play with the minds of people. That is just what I can see. You guys are just playing with the minds of the people. The governor of the Southeast region should keep on talking to the youth so that the good messages will be admitted into their brains. Most youth in the Southeast regions are already brainwashed, and it needs constant reminder to get them back on track. To remind you, you can only take a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink water. What makes a great country is not a rhetoric or toughness of the leaders, but the willingness, royalty, and commitment to the people, or loyalty to the people. Well, Ikbazu obviously not ready to repent. Okay, Zekbazu, after all this your long grammar, what is the solution you prefer? I pity you now. Imagine Hope that has abandoned the only 2 kilometer route to Imet at at my local government area is talking about good governance. A project local government allocation can fit is being abandoned and refused everywhere in Okigwe local government area. Igbo governors talking rubbish. No fatwa in Igbo language. I don't know where he got that from. Opu Zodima, you talk as if you are in another planet. How on earth will you be saying there's jobs, food, infrastructure, and what have you?